I should be live now. Yay. Am I live? Give me a 5-5. Yay. Oh, finally. Literally everything that can go wrong when you're late, right? Let me see. I'm not live, I know, on... let me see that. I definitely am not live on... what's it called? D-Live. I'm not live on Twitch because my restream didn't work because I'm too late and it has a clock. And so, yeah, that sucks. I'm here in my pajama, as you can see. I just woke up. This is really bad. So unprofessional. Anyway, let me get this chat out because otherwise I cannot see you guys. Oh man, this is all kinds of wrong. So no D-Live. Can somebody say in D-Live that I'm not there because it didn't work? I know I'm a sleepyhead, right? Hello, Sudabak, Fearless. Good to see you all. Let me stop certain things here because really it's such a mess. And let me pop out the chat so I can see you guys too. So today I am supposed to talk about the healing and stuff, but thank you, Fearless. Hey, Yolanda, good to see you. Christina Love and Matt Moore, good to see you there. Kathy, and who else is there? Cat Spotter, Brooklyn. Okay, so guys, I'm super late. That never happens, as you all know. And but yeah, sorry, I had 5 hours sleep, and I went to sleep at 4. No, what was it? 6 p.m. And it's now midnight, 18 past midnight. And yeah, so I'm in my pajamas because I didn't even have the time to change my clothes. Hey, Kevin, good to see you. And I've got coffee. So anyway, I'm glad that you're all here. And hey, Forecast, good to see you. And Laura. And yeah, I mean, really, I'm actually surprised I'm still looking like this, just coming out of bed. So, yeah, I'm super excited because I want to also announce that I'm a part of a hats group, and we have a new partnership with the hats organization who are doing amazing work and build a unique international truth-seeking movement and community. And so, guys, the link is in the description if you want to join. And well, I wanted to announce that. I hope. Let me just make this. So, is there anybody that's done their homework from Monday? I hope the people in D Live will come over because yeah, that's a bit sad this way because yeah, now people are all over the place and I'm not there. So is there anybody there that has done their homework? You did, Yolanda? Maybe I should wait a little bit so people can come in because, you know, oh, let me get the live chat because otherwise I may miss some messages. All right. So today I've been super busy with all sorts of things. I have more streams this week than I was planning, and so it's quite busy. Tomorrow I have a recording, and I hope I can put that out on Saturday. I'm not sure, but it is about QHHC. So for you guys that are interested, I will put it. It's a pre-recording. I will premiere it probably Saturday evening. So it's going to be an interview with a QHHC therapist and Yolanda, and so that's going to be fun. And thank you so much, Christina, love, for your sticker. And oh, really? The dogs did your homework and the reptilians did yours, Christina? That is so not fair. What am I going to talk about now? You did not your homework either, Sudabok. The internet ate it. Really? You guys, what kind of a teacher am I if you guys don't do your homework? Could have known, obviously. So am I prepared for something else? Totally not. So okay, give me a topic. Give me a Q&A, because I had all sorts of things in mind, and obviously I forgot because I'm still in my foggy brain and dreamy. So if you guys have anything that I can talk about, oh, I've got something to talk about. So every Wednesday, Kate Awakening has her book club and is super cool. So on her, sorry, I've got a hair in my eye. Every Wednesday on her channel, she posts on Telegram, she posts her the book list, and we read a book, and then we go into the voice chats on Telegram and we discuss the books. And usually we wind up not talking about books, but rather the topics of the book. And but it was really great. Past Wednesday we talked about past lives, we talked about the QHHC, and it's super fun. If you guys want to join every Wednesday at good question, it's my 8 p.m. But okay, now I need to calculate. That's so okay. For anybody in the chat that knows what time Kate Awakenings sorry, Kate Awakenings book club is on Wednesday, please let me know. Hey Geert, good to see you. You're also pissed off that our elections went the way it went? Obviously, that's another thing. I do have something to say. Our elections were yesterday, and I have a crappy neighbor who cheated on me because he voted the opposite of mine, and he said the polls were open till 9:30, and happened it was till 9, so I was too late and I couldn't vote. However, there is no way people would vote for the party that won, which is the one that was supposed to step down 3 months ago, and so, or 2 months ago. But anyway, they won. Yeah. So we know what's going on, right? Start with a D and with an N. It has to do with software and counting. I didn't follow the elections either because, I was actually expecting this, because now this is the moment where people get pissed off, right? And there are elections in many countries in Europe this spring, and well, we know what's going to happen. I think people will get really angry because I believe it's actually on purpose, honestly, the rigging, because it will make sure that people will stand up, because I do know there is more to it than, um, you know, I just believe we had so many military actions the past year. I do think the military is in control. Book club is at 6 p.m. PST. That is Pacific Standard Time on Wednesday. So and it's in Kate's Telegram chat. And Brooklyn just put it in the chat. So let me see. Yeah, indeed, Justin. Hello. Waking everybody up. Yeah, for the elections. I know I have a really heavy voice today, right? Well, I just woke up literally 40 minutes ago. I opened my eyes. It's amazing. Hello from Portland, Oregon. Hello, Lazarus James. I'm sorry. I had to send you. Oh no, you were already in YouTube, I believe. So yeah, we have that going on, and yes, next week, the book club has Transylvania Sunrise. Transylvanian Sunrise is a book that I'm trying to get everybody to read for years now, and finally, when I talked to Kate about it, she said we're going to put it in the book club, and personally, I think a week is too short maybe to read, but a whole book, because people are busy even in lockdowns and stuff. Well, at least in Europe we have lockdown, and so this book is about what has been discovered in Romania in 2003 in the Busegi Mountains. And so this is absolutely mind-blowing. There are 7 books, but I hope the first book is different than all the others, because that's where the story starts, and then the adventures start in the rest of the book. So I really, really hope people going to read it, because then I finally can talk about it, because it's mind-blowing. I think these books are written just in a time so that everybody's ready for it to read them, since there's a lot of things in that can change humanity, of what they found in there. And yeah, it's just mind-blowing. Not gonna say anything more, just go read it. And yeah, and then people ask me, oh, how do you know it's real? Well, based on political events in the past, you will know. Kathy, I've been up all day, still haven't put my makeup on. You look marvelous. Really? Well, I wouldn't say that, but here at my place, the critters don't care how I look here either. But now I'm on a camera, so I do care. I could be with my sleepy hat here. I guess people would have thought that would be funny, by the way. Maybe I should do it one day. Who cares? Ooh, and my coffee is cold. So let me check. So yeah, book club. Thank you, Fearless. And so that then maybe Saturday I may go live as well with a friend. And I know that what has been decided is that people are gonna protest in Amsterdam. So who knows? Maybe I may go there and film. Who knows? Hello, Double Key. Best detox info. Well, I've made 2 extensive video on detox videos. So if you're gonna check it, my playlist, there is video detox healing, and they are in there. And the first one I did has a lot of links with everything that I discuss in the video. However, the quality video is a bit iffy because the internet was crap. So yeah, you can check it out. And then there is another one with a different detox modality. By the way, I was also on True Reporting last night, and there was a guest calling in, and she knows a whole lot about all that stuff, and I hope I will get her as a guest in the future, as will Nicole, because Nicole wants to discuss a different topic with her, but this girl has a lot of knowledge as well about all that stuff and the insides and outs. So I need to book her, and then you will get the best info there is. If you haven't checked out the video on True Reporting from yesterday, it was awesome. We talked about well, detox among others, but also dreams, lucid dreaming, stuff like that. And yeah, very, very good. And yeah, that girl was amazing, right? Her name is Lex, and definitely want to see if I can get her on. On top of that, I've been obviously researching animal communication and stuff. I want to find somebody that can do an interview with me that's a good animal communicator, but because there is so much to learn from that. also in relation to ourselves. So yeah, she was awesome, right? Double key, man. She knows her stuff, and she's just specialized in that. I do a bit of everything because obviously I've done the works myself, and I just learned along the way, and I still keep learning about it. So anything new I learn, I will always share, and book interviews with people that have that information. So definitely going to have her on. um so what else we have? um well, really, I haven't planned anything for the rest. So that's interesting. And I have in the title Meditation 101 Q&A, since nobody has the question or I give answers to, and nobody has done their homework. I cannot check how you experienced trying to be a day without thinking negative, or rather monitoring your thoughts, right? Because that's what it was about. Monitoring your thoughts for a day long, and check out how many times you think negative about yourself. And as I can look in my chat, it looks everybody's very positive, so it has worked, even though the dog has ate your homework. Hello, Miss Lizard Breath. That's such a funny name. So I'm going to keep rambling on here because really, did I come out of my bed for that? You guys, you haven't done your homework, and I came out of my bed finding my students not having done their homework. I delivered, well, late, but I have. The dog is your homework? How so? Oh, because he makes you think positive all day? That's a good one. I still have a hair in my eye. Hello, ball beer fish. First day, and I have an excuse. That's true. You have an excuse. Go back and go watch the video of Monday. I'm gonna check on you on next Monday if you did your homework. So you know. What's the homework? You were playing what? Oh, you guys, you are terrible students. I need to get, literally, do I need to put the whip out like they used to do in class? You know? I started paying attention to everything I felt and saw as I did the dishes. You did? So, did you think negative about yourself? Did you spot it? Fearless, you went there, Meanie. Well, no, you're still a student. You had to be there. Expelled. One of your other personalities was in that class. Oh dear. Now I have to downgrade to different level of giving lessons, because it's a whole different level of mental disorder, Lazarus James. So well, you guys give me a topic and I'll talk about it. That is, if I know something about it. If I don't, I'm not going to talk about it, because that would be a bit, well, I can still try. Usually I know a bit about everything, but wait, let me see that light. That light is a bit weird, is it? Oh, whatever. You guys crack me up. Listen, people are going to watch this video back, and I'm just laughing about all what you guys say in the video. So oh, I can take calls. I can, right? I forgot about that one. Good idea, Yolanda. Anybody wants to call in? That would be fun. But remember, if you're going to call in, I cannot show you in the screen because I only have Zoom. So you guys will only hear the voice. Let me see. Um, how am I going to do that? Yeah. Okay. I'll put the link in the chat. If you want to call in, be my guest. You have to have Zoom because I don't think I have the whole thingy. Let me see if I can get the other link. Uh that's gonna be fun. Wait. Can I? Oh, right, there it is. Oh, wow, look at that. There's Yolanda. Yay! I'm so happy. She saved the day. Hello, Yolanda.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm so happy that you call. Oh my God, now they're all calling in. Okay, I let in 2 people at a time. So you know, it means I can shut up and 2 people can talk. Hello, Fearless. Okay, let me see if I can share my screen so people at least can see you guys on the screen.
I'm not, my video's not working, is it?
Yeah.
No, don't put me on video because I look like crap.
No, you're not on video.
Oh, thank God. I was going to say, because I'm going to hang up. So
Hang on. No, I want to share my screen.
There you
How
go.
do I, how am I going to do that though?
Well, it's up there now.
Yeah, but it's just because you guys are missing in the video. Hang on, let me stop share for a sec. And I need to, let me see. Holy, now everybody's calling in. I don't even have a waiting room, do I?
I don't know, Patricia.
Okay, hang on one sec.
where are you from? Fearless, where are you from?
Glasgow, Scotland.
Glasgow,
Ah, okay.
Glasgow.
Love the
Aye,
accent.
Scots lad.
I can get my screen up. What the hell?
The only problem with this is I can't see the chat at all, so I can't see what people are saying.
Okay,
Neither can I.
I can't share the screen, just listen to their voices. So we've got Fearless in, and we've got Yvonne in, and the rest is in the waiting room. And I don't know. Oh, can I watch them? View.
Well, I'm
Oh,
quite happy to bug out after a couple of minutes and let someone else in. That's not a problem.
no, you can stick in. I've got, besides, I mean, it's people, they're in the waiting room. They know they're in the waiting room. So, yeah, that's cool. So, how are you guys doing? Yolanda, tomorrow we have a recording. It's going to be fun, right?
Yes, it is. You're going to love Consuelo.
Yes.
What's the
So,
subject matter?
say again.
What's the subject matter?
It's,
What are you going to be covering?
it's going to be the QHHC.
Yeah.
Oh, QHHT.
Yes.
Excellent. That's good stuff.
Yes.
I had my first session. It was amazing.
It was.
It lasted longer than I anticipated.
I like Alison Coe's. Alison Coe's really good.
Who? Oh,
Alison Coe.
yeah, I heard a lot about her, but I haven't I seen her. I always watch somebody else. I can't remember who that is.
I think Kate Awakening did a QHHT with her not long ago.
She
Yes,
did? She does regression. Oh,
Yeah.
she did?
Yeah, you should ask her about it, Patricia.
Say again?
You should ask her about it.
Yeah, well, we talked about it, but I didn't know that she had an interview with it, but we have somebody else. So, and we have Yolanda who actually did the QHHC. And so we're going to be talking about how it works, what it is, and also maybe Yolanda will share a bit about how her experience was.
Is it mainly past life regression stuff?
QH, well, maybe Yolanda wants to explain since it's so fresh for her.
Yes, it is past life regression. It can also be current life, going back to issues. Mine went back to where I had no form. I wasn't male or female. I was just a mass, just of energy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing of it is, I actually know my past lives. So I didn't cover all of them. One shocked me. One totally shocked me. Totally. And I didn't remember the past life until I don't remember recalling it until I heard the recording.
Well, sometimes you
And
won't be able to unlock the Akashic record pertaining to it until you actually have the memory.
What am I doing?
yeah, well, I've had bits of the memory. Yeah, so it was interesting.
It
Yeah.
was. It was very interesting, but since I need to, you know, make a video about it, it's not smart if we're gonna, you know.
True. True. Oh, I did want to discuss something about meditation.
Oh, please do so.
Okay, so regarding meditation, you covered everything beautifully, very
Thank you.
simply. I loved it.
Thank.
The other thing I would like to point out is during meditation, during the breathing, you need to learn your body parts, just like Keystone said. And this is so that you will learn literally when somebody else's energy is making you feel a particular way.
Exactly. It's all
Instead
about
of,
feeling energy.
yes, because you can feel perfectly fine. You walk up to somebody and suddenly you're nauseous at your stomach and you don't feel good and you believe you are sick.
It can
If
be
you,
really, really tough on empaths. I know that much.
oh, it is. It's terrible. It's absolutely awful.
Yeah, I hear
But
you.
you get used to it. And also, it really helps to listen to your heart and your intuition instead of thinking, oh, that's just butterflies in my stomach. When you meet somebody, no, it's not just butterflies. It's your intuition, your gut telling you something.
Oh, you're
And
spot
so,
on, Wanda. Spot on.
so you really need to understand all your body parts, your organs. And as you continue with the meditation process, you visualize certain body parts. And if you don't know what the insides of that part looks like, look it up on the internet, look at the skeletal system, look at your organ system, and picture that and feel that within your body.
Exactly.
If you just do one part with each meditation, you've gone into 15 minutes and you're done.
That's great
And
advice.
so I did want to point that out, as that's very important. It's
Well, thank you.
extremely important.
It is. And you know what? This is actually great because the call in, because that way you can, you know, add some interesting information to what I actually missed. Because obviously I did the video based on, you know, for beginners, right? I went literally in Sesame Street mode because, you know, like I said, many channels or whatever, they don't cover that. They say like, oh, you know, meditation is good for you and all that, but you know, and it's the starting which is difficult, you know, for people. And so this is why I wanted to start in that simple way. And but it's always good to have you know, additional information, because then there's always a step up. And in that case, well, I can take Yolanda on because she has a lot of knowledge. She is
Well,
actually
you,
my
you lay
main.
out the basics perfectly, Patricia, I think.
Yeah, right.
Oh, absolutely. Kindergarten. I mean, that's where you have to begin. You have to understand, why do I need to meditate? And
Yeah,
what
Agreed.
is meditation?
yeah.
It's
And
perfect.
so, Fearless, what is your experience? I mean, you've been awake for a long time, and
Hmm.
so you do also the healing, health, and stuff for yourself,
I do, yeah. I use music a lot because I'm a musician, so I tend to listen to a lot of 428, 432 hertz, 528.
right?
I also tune my guitar to 432 as well instead of 440. I find that
Oh,
helps.
yeah, that is very smart, obviously, to do. And so, but because I've seen you around for a long time, obviously, and
Aye.
we are always in the same, you know,
We move in
stream.
similar circles, yeah.
Yeah, and we're in all the same channels, right? And
Aye.
But yeah, it's interesting, you know, to see you around, and you always have a lot of knowledge about stuff in the chats. You're an essential moderator because you know you do know your stuff, and it's really interesting to for people that are in the chat. Even if we all of us miss certain questions, then it's always great to see all of the mods talking about you know. What we discuss, so it can be actually shared.
I very much appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, Matt Moore is in the chat. Glasgow. Are you from Glasgow too, Matt? I was just checking. How's Scotland doing, by the way?
We're not doing too bad. Everything's kind of slow, and you have kind of peaks and troughs, and it reminds me of a sine wave. It's just a constant up and down.
Whoa.
It seems to be like a quite significant uptick at the moment, but there's so much going on. It's kind of hard to keep a grip on things.
It is, but I think you're better off there than me.
Oh, I think I'm where I need to be for sure.
Yes, but you guys have the Highlands. You can always hide there.
Exactly.
So John is asking me, yeah, John says, I love the Scottish. They are a gift. And he asked me if I have pain in my shoulder. Yes, I have. I have a nerve that is stuck for a long time now, so I cannot feel my pinky. But it's just because
I've tried hanging from your
What?
arms, you know, above the door frame, hanging from your arms, taking a lot of your body weight on your arms and stretch
Yeah.
your shoulder.
Yeah, I
Stretch your
do that.
scapula out because it sounds like a pinched nerve.
Yeah, it's just stuck, but it's all when I do yoga, it's gone again. So I'm just a bit lazy lately. Well, really,
Yoga's amazing. I love yoga. I used to do it when I was younger. I need to get back into it.
yeah, because it always stretches everything, and you breathe into those places, right? And then it's getting all better again. But yeah, there was still a point that I couldn't feel three fingers, and I was like, okay, now it's time to do something about it.
Yeah,
But
that's not good. That's like sciatica, basically.
what is that?
This is sciatica. It's like a pinched nerve.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's like stuck somewhere here behind. And so I can feel it in my elbow, the nerve, right? But
Yeah,
I don't go to a doctor. I know how I can solve it. I just shouldn't be lazy about it, which I am.
well, that's it.
You know, I'm still, I can still use my arm, but yeah, it's definitely the shoulder that you can feel it, right? But thank
Yeah.
you, John. How did you know? Did you see that?
I'm going to go so someone else can get on.
I was
Thank
just going to
you,
say, I'm
Sam.
going to jump out as well, Patricia, and let another couple in. So I'll speak to you on the other side. I'll be in the chat.
All right. I thank you for
You're
passing
most
by.
welcome. I'll see you after.
And yes, Yovanda, oh, Yovanda's already gone. Well, Yovanda, I'm going to see you tomorrow. And let me see who else is there in the waiting room. Let me get in. Double key. And Kevin. Oh, wait. Who did I lead in? Yeah, okay. Kevin and double key. Kevin. Hello. Oh, wait.
Hello?
Who did I lead in? Yeah, okay. Kevin and double key. Kevin. Mute your stream.
Hello?
Who did I lead in? Yeah,
Oh,
okay. Mute your stream. Mute your stream. Only keep your Zoom on.
can you
Here
hear
we
me
go.
now?
So, yes, did you mute the stream?
Yeah, I did. Sorry, I have two phones so that I could listen while I was on hold.
All right, all right. Well, doesn't matter. I mean, that happens, but you were very quick. Some people don't know what we mean with it, but yeah. So that's double key, and we have Kevin here. Hi, double key. Let's start with you. So, how are you? It's good to see you. Well, I don't
Yeah,
see you.
You too. Yeah, I have been, I think I was on Red Pill's show listening when you called in and decided to do your channel, because after I listened to your fabulous video with Nicole and on Thomas's channel from yesterday, I listened to that today. Then I jumped over to, I was trying to find if you had anything on detox, because I loved the chat that you had with, what is her name, Lex?
Lex, yeah, Lex. Was it Lex
Yeah.
or Lexi? Lex, and she's well, we still have to book with her and get in touch with her. But yeah, she definitely will
Yeah.
come back. And
But in the interim, I was wondering if you had any quick tips for doing, any kind of parasite detox between
yes.
now and then.
Well, I have, in that case, I recommend the last detox video that I did. There is a playlist that I have in my channel. Just go to playlist,
Okay.
and there it
Right.
says detox. And then I'm not sure if I put detox in the, yeah, must be. Was that it? Let me actually check that.
Oh, thank you.
Because
Yeah.
and I do believe that Brooklyn, she's like my PA.
Oh,
She has it. Hang on, because now
I'm not looking at the chat right now because
no.
my other phone doesn't have chat that I'm talking on Zoom.
Okay, let me see if I can quickly find it.
Although I take that back. I can watch chat while I'll just put this phone on silent.
Oh, hang on.
If chat's easier for you, I can share it to myself via chat.
I can yeah, I did. No, you know what? I'm gonna put it in the description after I'm finished here with the video, and
Oh,
then
cool.
you can find it.
Oh, thank you. And what do you know the title of it, or do you still need to dig around for it?
No, because it is in that same list, and I think it's
Okay.
called alternative cures.
Alternative source?
Definitely.
Cures.
What was that second word?
Cure.
Cures, got it. Okay, awesome. Yeah, because I just figured I would imagine there's going to be a huge queue for those med beds or celestial, whatever some people
Yeah.
are calling them now. And I was thinking, I was actually thinking, like, how can I contribute to the community? Because I don't think I have enough content for my own channel. Plus, I listen to all you guys. And I just started thinking about, just picturing all these children being rescued. They're going to need homes. And I was thinking, well, I want to get healed before I get my Nasara package and, but offer myself to foster someone. So I was just thinking, maybe I could start a group or find out who's working on that, because I think that's going to be a huge need for humanity.
Yes, I mean, you can never go wrong by working on ourselves first. So definitely
Yeah, exactly.
start with that. And
Yeah.
and let me say hi quickly to Mark 222. Hello, good to see you. And Hermano Branco, good to see you too. So Kevin, how are you?
I'm doing fine, Patricia. Thank you.
Yes, I'm glad. I'm glad that you called in. And so have you been practicing? Have you done your homework?
Actually, I did.
You did?
And I actually submitted by the email. Maybe it's slow getting there, but
Oh.
I'm a total novice to any of this.
Yes.
And so I know I probably was doing it wrong, I guess, but I'm still working through it.
Okay.
But the main part for me, I guess isolating my thoughts and actually listening, truly listening. Because for years and years I blocked everything out. So
Yep.
this was kind of a different approach for me.
So you did one day, or did you decide just a few hours? But
I tried it every evening.
Say again?
I tried every evening after work, coming in and just trying to set some time aside just for that.
Oh, but you should do it during the day, because then you remember, because it will pop in your head. If you put the intention to monitor your thoughts, then during the day it pops in, and then you think about it. This is how you train it. But you can also start there, obviously, what you did. And how did you experience it?
Well,
Because
it didn't do very well at first. I couldn't really concentrate very well. I kept getting frustrated, and I guess that made it worse for me. So, but it got better by the other night, last night. I was able to just calm myself and actually
Right.
just listen. And
Well,
I guess being in the moment or being aware of
yeah.
yourself helped. I'm thinking I'm almost there, not quite there.
Well, no, that takes a little bit of time. But so what you actually did was the awareness thing. But I was actually wondering, because that was the homework, like monitoring your thoughts and see how often you think negative about yourself and then replace it with a positive thought.
Well, that's true. Yeah, unfortunately I do have a lot of negative thoughts that come in, and quickly replacing them. I guess I didn't replace them as fast. So I've definitely got to work on that. So I think I've kind of maybe failed on that, but I will work harder on
Well,
that
no,
going forward.
as soon as you spot one, because you don't have to like like it's a like what you call that, the automatic band where your thoughts pass. But as
Right.
soon as you catch the one, immediately replace it with the positive thought, and then put it in the back of your mind. That's one, right? And so but also try to notice how often you do it, how often, and how much you think negative about yourself or others, or in it, like you know um in general. And so that's really where it starts, because that will wake you up to become aware of your thoughts. And this is so important. This is actually where it all starts. So yeah, I hope you're going to do it for continue doing it, because then you can call in again, and then we can monitor and see and discuss it, because it's fun also for other people, you see, that they can listen to how that experience was. And but yeah, I mean, any beginning is a beginning. So I'm proud of you, Kevin.
Well, thank you. And one other thing too, I guess, just driving to and from work, I would actually turn off the radio, all distractions. That seemed to help too. It was amazing how I'm a little more aware of what's around just by doing something simple as that.
Right. So how what did go to your mind through your mind by doing that? I
Well,
mean, yeah.
well, I guess the way is like a laundry list, well, of what I need to do for the day. But also, I guess, again, just being, I guess, aware of myself, in a short way of putting it, I guess. But it seemed to be more calming
Yes.
than maybe a stressful situation by just letting other things get to me.
Yeah, the important part here is to use all your senses. So your eyes, your ears, and be aware of your surroundings. So not your thoughts. That's the point of it, right? So you experience literally the now. That's what it's about.
Well, definitely. And I will continue practicing.
Cool. And then and we're gonna have a call in specifically for everybody who has done the practice, and then they can call in and tell me what their experience is, because everybody new will actually learn from that too. For everybody that just starts right now, and they get motivated too. And that way, you're not only helping yourself, but you also help others. You see how that works?
I do, and I like that a lot.
Yeah, me too. And that's way we can all participate in it, because I do love the calls, but and then I can say, okay, only the people that have done their homework can call in, for example, and that way they can share it, right?
Absolutely.
That's a great way to actually have everybody do their homework.
And and I documented it too. So I wrote everything down as well. So
Wow.
so that
You
it helps me refresh. I can look back, okay, how did I start? And I can track it as I go through.
Oh, that's so awesome. You went full pro on it. Wow, I'm impressed. I mean,
Well, that was my logical side. I do a lot of,
yeah.
well, it's kind of my work too, in a way. I have to document everything. So it just kind of fell into place.
That's so awesome, because all the others, all their dogs and everybody ate their homework. So you're the only one. You get 3 stickers.
Thank
There.
you.
Yes. Apparently that's a thing in America, right? Stickers. So
Yeah.
you get 3 stickers for all of them, because they neglected their homework. Well, Yolanda doesn't count. She's already a pro. And Double Key, you were here last week, right?
No, I wasn't. So I need to catch up. I missed the class and the homework.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. For everybody who's going to tune in, homework still valid. And let's say that so a week from now, or maybe the Monday after,
Mhm.
anybody that has done the homework, so not this Monday coming, but the Monday after, we're gonna do homework call-ins. So if that's not a motivation, I don't know what is. So
That sounds brilliant.
right, so that way
Yeah.
everybody that has done their homework, so what it's about, check out the video from last Monday. It's a
I will.
meditation 101, and it's about focusing on your I shared more things, and I like that Kevin actually put the homework to a whole nother level. And
Yeah.
you see, he went like a real good student. That's how
Yeah,
it's
gold
done.
stars.
So Double Key, how are you practicing already meditation, or
I started doing Falun Dafa, which is another form of Qigong, and
Oh.
I've been a bit lazy the past couple of days. I've been really tired because a couple of my neighbors and I have been playing board games every other night.
oh well,
And
that's fun.
yeah, it's awesome because, we're all listening to videos during the day and playing board games at night.
I used to do that as a child. I love it, but now I have nobody to play with. And I love board games. We used to do that with my brothers and my mom at home, and it was always a blast. We played cards like canasta, and well, I don't know if you guys know that, but and
Yeah.
mahjong.
I
Yeah.
love canasta. I learned it when I was a kid. I haven't played it since, but I taught them Rummy Cube and now they're obsessed with it.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's another one.
Yeah. And we've played about 8 different versions of Monopoly and I've only won once, so it's not my favorite game at the moment.
Oh, I'm just thinking, is it possible to do a Zoom? Well, no, because then it doesn't,
Oh,
because
to
you,
play games? That would be
yeah,
amazing.
yeah, but then you can cheat.
Mm,
Not that I
yeah,
cheat.
it would be maybe with a digital game like on Twitch or something, if everyone got the same digital software.
That is so cool. We're gonna totally do that. We're gonna do a game evening. How about that?
That'd be brilliant. But
Especially,
maybe I'm actually trying to come up with a game around the Q stuff, but I've only come up with some of the details. And
how about trivia?
yeah. Well, we played Seen It recently, and I thought that might be a good premise for it.
Right.
Yeah, so that's actually one of my favorites that we have played. We've also played Clue. My neighbor, where we usually play, he has a 2-bedroom. He's obsessed with Golden Girls, so he has the Golden Girls version of Clue and Monopoly.
I've never played that.
Yeah, Clue is amazing. I love it. I'm a total Clue geek.
Fearless says, I think karaoke would be in order. Not with my voice.
Oh yeah. Yes, that's what I miss the most with COVID is karaoke. I came back to LA strictly so I could do lots of karaoke, and I was about to get recruited to one of those TV shows, and I had vowed I would never do it until right before COVID. I was like, oh, maybe. And then I think I was saved though, now that I've learned about so many behind the dark depths of Hollywood.
Right.
And I'm kind of glad, feel saved.
So Kevin jumped out, or maybe he lost his connection.
I can jump out too if you have more people
I've got
on
Bob
hold.
Vaughn in, so it was great talking to you, and
Yeah, you too.
definitely.
I went to Amsterdam for the first time in summer in 2019. I loved it.
No way.
Yeah, I wish I'd known you then.
Yes, gosh, you could have
Next
camped
time.
here. I mean,
And I have a kitty since then too, so we could talk cat.
we can talk cats. Well,
Yeah,
if you ever come back again in Amsterdam, then I'm your
I'll
girl.
totally contact you. Yes, please.
I'm gonna be your guide as a agoraphobic.
Right.
Because I had those people run, said, well, you go there, there, and there. And I'm like, I stay home.
That's funny. But
So yeah, thank you for calling in. And
thank you.
okay, so not this Monday, Monday after,
Okay,
homework
I'll put it in
call-in
my
day.
diary. I'll put it in my
Yes,
diary and I'll do it every day.
cool. I'm gonna do
Okay.
that more often. That's so cool.
Yeah.
So
Blessings to you.
thank you.
Ciao.
Bye. Ciao.
Ciao.
Hello, Bob Vaughn. Can you hear me? Vogan. I think your sound is not working, is it? I have no sound from you, Bob, unfortunately. And you're not muted for me. Maybe you don't have, well, oh, wait, yeah. Are you muted?
Are you muted? I don't know. Am I?
There.
There.
Um, uh, uh, silence your stream. Not
is.
not on Zoom. Did you do that?
Zoom is open. The other one is muted.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, now I don't hear the echo. Hello, Bob. Well, how do I say your last name?
Hello. It's like the man from Uncle, Robert Vaughn.
Oh, it's Vaughn. Yeah, okay.
Well, I've been following y'all, Kate and you, for quite a few years now. And I work on a farm. I
Oh,
work with animals.
oh, I love that. Well, do you eat them? I guess so.
They're dairy farm.
Oh, okay. And so, tell me.
Well, I have no stress in my life whatsoever.
I'm not surprised because you're around animals, right?
That is correct.
Yep. That's the whole point that I wanted to make with also the animal communication, what animals, the power that animals have on our lives, in the sense that the calming, the unstressing, the awareness, stuff like that. So if you have farming animals and or dairy, it is, right? So do you have a bond with them?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. We're
And so,
milking 102 cows.
well, but automatically, right? Not with the hands.
No, we have machinery.
Right. And so what kind of a bond do you have then with the animals? Because I'm really curious about that.
We basically use telepathy.
You do?
Oh, yeah. I used to be part of the corporate world like you all, and I bailed out of it. I had enough of the stress.
Wow. That is so cool. So but I mean, are those cows just for milk, or are they, because isn't it like the mom cows, their babies get taken away so you can take the milk?
No, we raised the babies through yearling, and we bring them right up through. And when the older ones, get old, then you know what happens. I won't have to go into it.
No. But no, I wonder, how do you deal with that if you have a bond with them? That's what I'm always wondering. I never had a farm, or I've been on farms, but yeah, I don't know what that life is like, right?
Best thing I can recommend is go spend a week on a farm.
Well, I spent on a farm, but I mean, you as a farmer, how, because you're then, having the animals, so you have the bond with them. So how do you deal with that then eventually when, I know it's a circle of life and all that. So how do you reconcile with that for yourself?
We just kind of get along. They know what they have to do, and they know what I have to do, and they're fed and they're happy.
Well,
It's the
that's the most
circle of life.
Well, yeah, because even if they after are going to be eaten, important is that they are treated well, right?
all the time.
Well, that's important. So, have you done your homework or you weren't here either?
Well, I'm online about 36 hours at a time.
Oh,
I
wow.
I admin 6 different servers,
Oh,
plus work the
really?
farm. Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
well, actually, I don't need to ask you if you do the homework because since you do your telepathy with the animals, then I assume you know very well how it works, right?
Oh, yes. Where's Kate tonight? I know she's got a shift a couple hours.
What she's got? Oh, wait, I need to put the Zoom link in again. So, what did you say? Sorry?
I said Kate's got a show in a couple of hours from you.
She does? What day is it? It's Thursday. With whom? Because I didn't know. If I knew, I would have announced it for her.
Let me look quick. Don't go away.
Let me get the link again in
Uh-huh.
the Zoom link. There you go.
Oh, did you find me again?
Well, no, I had to put something in the chat. So, oh, Kate's not on tonight, I hear. Hey, Chef Matt, good to see you. Kate was on she's always on Tuesday.
Right, but I could have swore I saw something earlier that she was going to be on tonight.
No, because usually I know, and then, or she's a guest somewhere, maybe. That could
Oh,
be.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
that
well
could.
could be.
Well, I haven't heard from that because I pretty much, hear her daily. So, but Alara is going live tonight, and she will be live in 1 hour and 45 minutes with the conspiracy couch, which is always very exciting. I don't know what the topic is today. So for you guys that haven't experienced that yet, go watch the conspiracy couch. And so thank you so much for calling in, Bob. I'm going to get to another caller and keep up the good work.
Thank you, Kate.
It's Keystone or Patricia or Dutch.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at 3 different sites at once. Sorry, Patricia. Have a good night now.
Multitasking. All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
And we have, hang on, where oh yeah, Sudabok. Sudabok is coming in. There is Sudabok. Good to, oh, his audio has to play.
Good morning.
Good morning. Well, it's midnight here, but hello, Sudabok. Good to see you. Well, hear you. I don't see you because otherwise other people would see you too. And you had a great show with Nicole about the mitochondria thingy, and I still have to watch it back because I'm trying to understand it, but I will definitely. But you have a lot of knowledge on it.
Well, I got into that like 10 years ago and I learned a bunch of it.
But you did not do your homework.
Well, I was confused about what the homework was. I guess I'm starting to understand it was just to meditate. Is that the homework?
No, it was monitoring your thoughts for a day and check in with how often you think negative. And when you do, you have to replace it with a positive thought. And then the point was to to get to know how often you think negative about yourself.
Okay. So I did that like 15 years ago.
Oh, well, in that
Yeah.
case, I mean,
I've already programmed myself to.
oh, then you don't count. Well, actually, maybe two, because I always have to keep doing it.
Well, yeah, you catch yourself, right?
Yeah, if you let go a little bit, and then before you know it slips in again, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So hey you for Mark. And yeah. Somebody was mixing me up with Kate. The one has red hair and the other is blonde. So
Right.
yeah. So and what do you do? Well, are you still working in the field that you do? Because you have quite knowledge when it comes to the human body and well, certain aspects of it. And I I would be able to say it in detail if I actually watched the video properly, but I didn't. Well, I watched it, but you know how you get, that you watched it and then you missed certain pieces because it was quite a complex topic, really.
Well, it is kind of complex. The science behind it is all about redox signaling molecules, and
Right.
there really is a lot of science behind it. However, the whole point with Nicole really was just to get it out there a little bit, just to touch it,
Yeah. Oh, that means I need to make the Mickey Mouse version of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why I need to understand it first, though. Do you have any knowledge about the vagus nerve in relation to the things that you have studied, or
In particular, not necessarily. As far as with redox molecules, it has a play in any human cell and every multicellular organism on planet Earth. So
yeah, that goes into a whole like a little bit more of a microcosm there
oh yeah.
compared to a vagus nerve, so to speak. Oh, thank you, Mark, for your donation. That's so sweet. And yeah, so are you still working in that field?
Well, I just got back into it thanks to Nicole. Kind of resparked my interest in it. I've always had plans of getting back into that, but
Why
now
do
I'm
you
back
make a
into it. So
YouTube?
do what?
Why do you start a YouTube about it? Because literally, I listened, I was like, holy, this guy really knows his stuff. So, you just have to watch out not to make it boring, but
Right.
make it interesting. But literally, you have so much knowledge when it comes to that topic, and probably in that case also more, because if you go into the detail of the body, then obviously you need to have also knowledge about the bigger parts of the body, and so you can make plenty of videos about that.
I suppose you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, and there you have your new mission.
Oh boy.
Well, it's all about health, and it's all about learning things, and people, I mean, I don't even know. I want to learn about it, right? And I think the more that there are many people, there are so many levels of learning, and yeah, I'm now going into the microscopic part of the body where I want to learn, right? So I think it's amazing, and I definitely think you should do it.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll email you. Maybe we can figure out a time, and I'll give you some of the information, and you can help me organize it, because that's my worst. I don't know how to organize it properly to make a video.
Well, we have Nicole and you have me to ask.
Right.
I mean, you're in Discord, all the people that, are in
Yeah.
there. All you need to do is ask. This is how we all start,
Okay.
right? I'm
Right.
just,
Right.
I need to find a link for, that I need to put in the chat, because some link apparently is expired. Why is it expired? That's kind of strange.
I couldn't find the Zoom because I wanted to do it on my phone. It's just a lot easier with the headset and everything.
Yeah.
So once I got on my phone, that chat wasn't available to me, to scroll up to,
Oh, yeah. Then you need 2 devices to do so.
Right, right.
Let me quickly find a link that I need to put in the chat, which is from the hats group. And there it is.
Are you saying hats? HATS?
Yes, it's a new group. And it's a community worldwide that's going to be spreading, so people help each other, getting to know each other, mainly on Telegram, but also later on the channels on YouTube and all that. And that way we can spread the message further for everybody worldwide. So we're talking Europe, Australia, the whole world. And I think that was and the heads group thought that was very much necessary. And so and I do think so too, because it's time to unite. This is why I started my channel to begin with. And so yeah.
True. It is definitely time. That is why I say good morning.
Right.
It's time
Yeah,
for people to
I
start
say good
waking up.
morning
It
all the
doesn't
time.
matter.
Yeah, it doesn't. We should all say a good day, because I mean, so many people, we live in so many time zones, we can't keep up with it. So
That's a good point.
yeah. Is there anybody else that want to call in still? I don't see it. Hey, Cat Spotter. Oh yeah. Oh wait, Cat Spotter says Conspiracy Cows is on with Brooks anew, the inner earth. I love
Oh, yeah.
that.
That's going to be awesome.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. I was so going to sleep because tomorrow I'm going to record, but I can still watch it if I'm going to sleep right after that. But
Right?
yeah, definitely going to watch that. I love the topic of the inner earth. Besides Conspiracy Couch, you can also call in, so you guys know.
Oh, yeah. That is cool.
Yes, I'm definitely gonna. Oh man, I so love it. But yeah, so there is going to be in, let me see, about approximately 1.5 hours it starts.
So 10 p.m. Eastern.
10 p.m. Eastern, for those that don't know. Fearless, my mom's vagus nerve is shot. Shot? As in broke? Or... Oh, okay, I see. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna talk the vagus nerve soon as well. I'm still doing some more digging because I cannot talk about stuff that I don't know enough about. Otherwise, it's not, I wouldn't be a good teacher.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what Christina Love said. Morning. Oh, you're so right. Christina Love says also mourning, as in grief, mourning and mourning. Remember the importance of sound and vibration of these words. It's so true. We shouldn't be, I always say moaning, but yeah, because vibrations and all. But I think we should say good day, because indeed, morning is like,
Right?
morning.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you're mourning someone's loss.
Exactly. You see how tricky that is with words?
Yeah.
Just like understand, or in other words, submissive. That's why I try to say always, I comprehend, because I try to change my words now because of that.
I think English is a designed language. That's why it's so riddled with so
Yes.
many of these backwards vibrations.
Yeah, it definitely is. And I always try to pay attention, but also think about like marriage, mirage.
That's a good one, actually.
Yeah, because it is it? Hence why I never married.
Right?
It's a mirage. But yeah, there are so many words that are so tricky, so sneaky in the English language. And I try to teach myself immediately to use the right words. And so if I catch one, then I try to change it immediately to the right one.
The problem is that most of us have no idea the root to these words, you know, like the source.
Well, yeah, but that's why I'm just, yeah, well, that's because maybe languages are a bit my thing. And so I tend to, speak a word and then I'm like, where does it come from? And then I try to find words that are similar. And then soon enough, I found these weird things, right?
Right?
Yeah, but well, of course, that is my language is my thing. So most people don't catch it, but once you, and it's because it's such an automatic thing that we have, right? But when it's not your own language, you do it even more. In my own language, I don't do it, but when I speak English, I tend to find these little sneaky programmed words.
Well, that does make sense because you're thinking more about the actual words.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's Kevin says that makes a lot of sense because they keep us asleep with words. It's so true, programmed rather, because we use them, but we have really no idea what they actually mean.
Tell me, Patricia, do you believe that you can that there is a language where you speak the word and it is the thing?
Honestly, from child on, I didn't understand why there was language to begin with and why we didn't do telepathy, because that would be images. You're not able to misinterpret things, and the whole intent of the thought comes across. While with words, is very tricky. So, would there be a language that is pure? I wouldn't know. And if any, then I would say maybe the ancient ones, maybe the Sumerian or, words like that, or languages like that. But since I don't know any Sumerian, I cannot confirm.
Right. I think ancient Hebrew was one.
Yeah, that
And
seems to be also one indeed.
yeah,
But yeah, there are so like my language is Germanic, coming from Germanic language. Then you have the Latin kind of words, and then and then you've got all these mixed kind of languages that have, well, obviously you have the Slavic words, the Slavic languages, and so
right.
they all have different derivatives, and so I guess it's important to know where they come from first of all. But I do see that certain languages are much more programmed, as in we're programmable for people than others, and English is one of those. Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Yeah. I think that's why it is probably the number one used language
Yeah,
in the world now.
I wonder how old English is really.
It's not that old. It comes from what was it? English? I think it was
Well, yeah, it
initially
comes
called.
from British, but I mean, because many American words are coming from Dutch, because of the colonies that they started. The first colony was of a settlement, let's say it like that, was Dutch, and so many words come from the Dutch language, and then obviously more people came into America, and then more words from other languages were integrated. However, because American is English, but with a mix of other languages.
Right. We're
Yeah,
definitely different. Yeah.
yeah, it is. And also how you write things, because I always used to write, because that's what we learn in school is British, right? English. And so you use color with OU, and then Americans would say, oh, you don't even know how to write color. And I'm like, well, the official English language is with the U. It's the Americans that made it without the U. It's so
Right.
interesting, right? They
Yeah.
don't.
I think I heard that the peak of the English language was in 1611 when they made the King James
It
Bible.
was. Now you actually put me on to a whole new quest that I want to know.
Yeah, I think from there it has been degraded and continued to go just down. I mean, look at our society today, especially over here in America. I mean, now if you say, oh, well, it's been a minute, now that means a long time. You know, when I
Yeah,
was a kid, it meant a minute, you know?
exactly. So
Yeah.
yeah, Miss Lizard Breath is saying favor, color, neighbor. That's exactly how I write it, right? And then now I write it in the American way, and then my computer wants to correct it and put the U in. And so every time I'm like, am I writing it correctly? And so but I actually don't want to deviate from the British language, what I learned to write, although I am doing it because you know you're I'm so I'm literally speak more English now than my own language.
Right.
So and you get very quickly into that mixing up of languages, but I try to stay within the British way of writing. And then but then every time Americans are like, oh, you don't write it that way, it doesn't is it's not with a U. And I'm like, all right, and I was a bit fed up with that, so I started actually writing it down like Americans do, but literally I shouldn't even be doing that. I should go back to the way it should be.
Well, and a huge slaughter to our, especially our writing, is the cell phone with the texting.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, when my
Oh
kids first got phones, I had to, I mean, I'm like, can you interpret this? Because I have no idea what that means.
yes, all the abbreviations. Well, I learned
Oh, we,
yeah,
terrible.
I worked in the IT tech, and there it is like literally FYI. That's where I learned that. BRB, be right back. And now I'm so integrated with it, but every time there's a new one, I'm like, wait, what? And so, but it's getting really bad, but not only in English. This is in every single language. I see it in Italian, I see it in German, I see it in Dutch, and people from our generations, we I mean, for us it's like cringy because the language literally is changing because of the internet.
The good news is, I think anyway, in coming, I would say in our lifetime, in the near future, we're going to be meeting with our cosmic cousins at some point in time. And you're going to find, I think a lot of them will speak to so that we can understand them, but they don't prefer to. They much rather use telepathy, which is
Well,
more natural.
that's an interesting segue actually from abbreviations to telepathy. That makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And Brooklyn says, I'm Keystone slang teacher. Yeah, she is. Brooklyn Way is she is a word wizard, and she has such a what would I call it? High knowledge of words that to use a very broad vocabulary, but at the same time she has slang, and then she uses it and she knows that I don't understand what she's saying, and I'm just repeating it, but I have no clue what I'm saying. Wisdometry.
Right,
She even invents her own words. I mean,
right.
yeah, she literally should start a blog with that stuff because it's amazing, and she's very articulate, but she can go all street slang, or she can go like proper language. So I really like that about her because I haven't seen that yet with Americans. They either just speak or everybody has their own way of speaking. Yeah, she does them
Truth.
all.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
She can interpret.
she made a sports out of it. Fearless says, my English is flawless. Well, not really. But yeah, don't forget, we have in our television, we use every original language in television shows and all that, in movies. So it doesn't matter what language it is, we have all subtitles. So as children, all the English cartoons and all that are just in English. So the children learn very quickly English. And it's appalling that our own politicians, their English is so bad that I'm thinking like, I mean, I'm just ashamed when they are talking on our behalf in English, because it's really appalling.
I agree.
So
It can be, you know, the worst part I think with our language is the music, the modern music, you know.
well, that's not music, is it?
No,
There you
not
go.
at all.
I have no comprehension of metal. I do not see that as music. Sorry for those that like metal. I don't like it. I don't understand it. I get really evil vibes with it. It's a lot of screaming. It's a lot of noise. I love classical music. I love I love soul and blues. I love lots of type of music, except for metal and hard rock. I just can't handle it. My brain just goes on a short circuit. So yeah. And I see in America many people listen to metal, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, the hard metal is definitely a lower frequency.
Oh yeah. But why is that? Why is metal so popular in America?
Well, this is where you got all your big hair bands started here, and you know,
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
but it's still not music. Well, that's my, well, the big jazz musicians were in America. Well, so apparently they do know,
right?
right?
I
Oh,
suppose, yeah.
so you're talking to me, and at the same time you're throwing me a super chat 1111.
That's how I do.
Ah, that's so.
Yeah, that 1111. I don't know. I think you were saying like over there they take more of it, but like if it's here in like say it's Alara's channel or whatever, and I put 1111, when they take their third, she'll get 777.
Oh, that's interesting. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And this morning, I never, as I already said before, I never look at the clock. And this morning I did look at the clock, and it was 11:11. So my
I see that
day,
all the time. Yeah.
yeah, me too. Let me see. Somebody said something there about music. Who is it? Mark. Mark says, I am a drummer and I will not play metal. Thank you, Mark. I mean, literally, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's like,
What? But if you have to listen to music and you want to just relax and chill out, what would be your go-to?
classical music, uplifting classical music, or I love the modern classic, the mixed, like the piano guys. I love Hauser, who is also from the two cellos. I love cello a lot, but I can also listen to just easy listening, right? So
Right?
singer-songwriters, I love lyrics, you know. And
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
said to me, "Oh, listen this Metallica song, metal song, and then listen at the lyrics." I'm like, really? I have to focus to see if I can even hear what they're saying.
Right.
Whoa! And I'm like, all right. Yeah, it's
That's
so
fun.
weird. It's so weird. Yes, piano guys is that those guys are so great.
I would love to have you know, you remember Z, I think it is from Journey to Truth. They had her on there several times. You know what I'm
See,
talking about? Yeah, XI.
not familiar.
Okay. Well, holy moly, at the end of, I mean, if you go to Journey to the Truth and you just find one with her name's XI. I think it's
Oh,
pronounced Z, but
okay. Oh, help me remember that, because yeah, go on.
yeah, anyway, if you listen to the end, if she's on one of their shows and you listen to the end, she will sing and it will blow you away.
I know.
It's
Yeah, is she Asian?
yeah.
Yes, I saw her at the ESETI interview. She was at the,
Have Have
with
you heard
James,
her sing?
yes, she was at James Gilliland and she started with the singing, and I was like
Oh,
blown
wow.
away. That girl, I mean, is amazing. Yeah, I
I
know.
can't imagine it live. I can't even imagine.
I mean, hear my voice. I couldn't do that. I could do metal.
I don't sing.
I think I think everybody can sing metal.
I only sang one time, and that was at my brother's wedding, and I think it was Bob Seger, Turn the Page.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well,
that was
nobody wants to hear me sing because they all ran away.
right. That's what happens to me.
I love country too, classic country. I love country. That's my guilty pleasure. I know we call that guilty pleasure over here. I don't know how you guys call it, but here it's guilty pleasure. Yeah, country. I love country. Can't help it. Not the
So,
I like the you know the
I,
not classic country, by the way. Classic country, is that more like what's that more like classic country?
uh, oh, what's his name? Like
Like
Johnny Cash and
oh yes, that. Oh yeah, I do love that, but I like more the modern like kind of country.
yep, yep.
And I love a lot of Italian music, Spanish music, world music rather. So yeah, I listen to music in all languages. So, and that's how you learn languages too.
What about Gregorian chant music?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That
That's
is
beautiful.
when you, yeah, when you just need to sit and raise your vibration. That's an excellent one to use.
Yes, I love also choirs. There is
Oh
this
yeah,
Korean choir on YouTube, and they are so good. And they're from that Korean university. The level is so high, it's like amazing. But yeah, and I love also the isn't that like the Irish where they do I don't know. It's the Irish have it, the Scots have it. This, and they have this really high pitched voice. Is really beautiful, and it just I love that. Yeah, definitely.
absolutely. So I guess I don't know what else I can add to this. As far as music goes, the only thing that I listen to on a daily is talk. You know, like I have satellite radio, so I listen
Oh,
to like talk radio.
really?
But yeah, I hardly listen to music. The only time I listen to music is if for whatever reason I just want to turn everything off and
Yes, that's true.
like
I do
go,
that too.
you know,
When I well, no, I can do with listening to music and do your chores in the house, but listening to music, I listen to music. I'm just sitting and
immerse
listen.
yourself. Yeah,
Yes. Yes, I
yeah.
just go into another world, depending obviously on the music, but overall, I want to try audiobooks, but everybody's talking about it. I tried one, I was annoyed with the voice, and then what's the point, right? I don't know how people get used to it. So because you got
Well, audiobooks, as far as audio, I love audiobooks because when, especially here in a couple of months, when I get my trucking company up and running, when I'm over the road and I'm just driving all day, every day, uh, audiobooks is a great way to just,
oh yeah, it is. It's just that how do you get used to that? I mean, it's somebody's voice, but you always want it to be in a certain way, but then it's not, and then you have to get used to it, and then I don't know, and the way they read, I wouldn't read it that way, and it's kind of like that for me.
I always look for audiobooks that's the author is the one that's reading the book
Oh, they
if I
do?
can. Yeah. There's audiobooks where like the Eckhart Tolle with the Now. I mean,
Oh yeah, but that's yeah,
he's reading that book. It's his book, so
yeah,
it,
yeah.
it's so much more natural when it comes through because
Yes,
it was his words.
yeah, I know, but I mean, and I listen to his whole talks anyway because I love it. It's so relaxing and it's funny too. Actually,
Yeah.
for those that haven't watched the Edgar Tolle, it's a lecture about ego. Oh man, that one is so mind-blowing and funny, you know. Well, it's funny because, you know, if you passed it, then you know and recognize it, and then you start laughing. But
Right.
he has such a dry sense of humor. I just love it. Oh, Brooklyn Way loves Willie Nelson. I love Willie Nelson too.
Oh, heck yeah.
I grew up with that. So cool.
You,
Singing bowls too. Christina Love. That's so beautiful.
do you get into seasonal music? You like Christmas music?
No, not at all. I don't do that. I actually Christmas, um, I feel always it's like this marketing thing where everything is thrown in your face. Buy, buy, buy. That's how I associate Christmas now, and I don't like it. Also, people that are alone and all that, they are feeling depressed. And I had that period when I was like really feeling bad. I hated Christmas, and then I thought, you know what? Christmas is like an expectation holiday, right? So
Right.
everybody needs to be happy, everybody needs to be cozy and good with each other, and the exact opposite usually happens. Family starts clashing with each other, and they start all fighting. Everybody has an empty wallet because, you know, you have to buy this and that, all these expectations, society. And so one day I was so fed up with it, I decided that I do my spring cleaning during Christmas, and I still do it, and I love it. And I get it. If you have a family and all that, then Christmas is nice and important. But I'm alone, and I love, love, love my Christmas spring cleaning, as I call it. I put music on, and I'm just going through the whole house. It's amazing, and by the time I'm done, Christmas is over, and I'm happy. Just like everybody comes out of the happy Christmas vibe, I'm happy too. Only I don't get fat from all the food. That was a side joke, and it's kind of an you know, what you call that? A happy accident.
Yeah. Happy accident.
Yeah, Bob Ross would call it like that. Ooh, anybody else would watch Bob Ross as a meditation?
I have never tried that.
Bob
That would
Ross
probably work.
with his
Yeah.
paintings. Oh man, I can watch hours. Bob Ross is amazing. I'm just like dreaming away when he's painting, and I'm like, he makes it look so easy. And then I started, and it's actually easy, but it's the way that he presents it. And I don't know what happened to Bob Ross. Does he even live still?
No, no. Bob Ross passed away, what, 4 or 5 years ago?
Really? Why
Yeah.
didn't I know? I mean, if there's anybody to memorize, then it's Bob Ross with his white afro. It's like, ah man, Bob Ross is just the best.
I've
You know?
done two of his paintings. Yeah.
Yeah, I try too, right? And you sit there while he's doing the video, happy little cloud here and a nice little tree there. Yeah, I love it. It's just that should be meditation 101.
It takes him a half an hour. Meanwhile, you're pausing it, painting, pausing it. Takes you 3 hours to get through his half an hour. Freaking.
I learned all the painting colors because of Bob Ross, because the way that he says it, phthalo blue and a bit of Van Dyke. He even makes the colors a poesy, right? A
Right.
poetry.
Right. Yeah.
It's and that's the only way how I remember all the painting colors. When I started painting, I was like, phthalo blue. I need phthalo blue because Ross said so. And so since he uses all these colors, I decided to buy those first. And yeah, Bob Ross is just worldwide known. He's like, I don't know, a painting meditation guru,
Right.
right?
He is.
And now I can still binge watch people painting on I know a painting on YouTube, and I know I'm just you know, this is we're not really talking meditation anymore, but I do. What's your favorite binge watch on YouTube?
Oh boy. I have no idea.
Oh, you don't?
Well, I don't know. Do I binge watch? Not on YouTube.
Oh, I
If I
do.
binge watch, I'm like, something that most of the time it's something that I just haven't seen in a long time. I'm like, well, I'm going to go through the whole thing,
Oh no,
because
I
now,
can I
because
can
now
binge. Go on.
you can go from show to show to show, like
Yeah, but
Game of
that's
Thrones.
not
If you
relaxing.
want to watch Game of Thrones,
No,
well,
I'm
that's
well. If you go from show to show, like for example, like we do on YouTube, right? Then you're always in the chat, so you're busy, right? But
right.
I like to binge watch, like you used to have a TV and you watch a show. No, I binge watch on restoration videos, whether it's cars or old stuff that people find and they do restorations. I can binge watch literally 8 hours on it, even more. I binge watch on reaction to videos. I know that sounds really not me, but yeah, I do. And I binge watch on painting videos, instructional, do it, what you call it, tutorial videos.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
You
And
know,
I
you know
binge,
what? I guess I do binge watch some. I binge watch the what is that? Wood, turning a lathe, where you put
me
different
too, the
items in a lathe.
wooden.
Yeah, I love
Me
those.
too. Me too. Woodwork. Oh my God, the
Hmm.
woodwork. I binge watch on woodwork. I binge watch. I binge watch a lot, do I? But it's still better than watching Hollywood crap, right? So, and then I
That's true.
watch. I binge watch on. Oh, yeah, woodcraft, crafts. Oh, that's the best. The Japanese, they are amazing. And
They are.
the bushcraft and the these, that's the newest thing, primitive villa built in like Asia, where these people dig out like these, have you seen them?
Huts or yeah, with their
Yeah,
bare hands. And,
yeah.
and when they're done, you can't. Sometimes with some of them, when they're done, you can't even tell that they're there. Like
Well,
they
no, yeah.
camouflage. Have you seen those in the bush?
Yeah, those I love too, but I love the ones that those people in Asia, and they live in the jungle wherever, and they just built in a day a freaking villa with bamboo, and then they do their own pool around it, and their what you call that, your water cleaner, your water filter, and all that, and they just build it with everything that's there in the woods, and it looks like a freaking resort, when you would go on holiday, and they're like, this is your cabin. And I'm like, amazing. I love watching that stuff.
Meanwhile, you find yourself on Naked and Afraid, and there you are in the woods. I don't know
No,
what
I
I
don't
mean.
like that. I mean,
You know,
those people are pussies. I mean, literally, it's so scripted, it's not real. I
I think
know
you're
it's
right.
not
Yeah,
real.
yeah,
Everything is scripted. I mean, there's a cameraman over there, so it's not like they're completely desperate, are they?
right.
No, I don't like
That's
that.
true.
I don't like reality TV and stuff like that at all. Um, yeah, that's the one, Lazarus James, the underground pool and a shower, and also, yeah, I love that. And I like to also binge watch on vans, how people do like the tiny homes. I
Oh
binge,
yeah, those are cool.
yeah, I binge watch way too much. Although the one with the restorations, those are relaxing to me. I love watching restoration, whether it's restoration of a little watch or an ancient watch that they found from the World War or whatever, and then they make it like new again. I just love to watch it. And then the process with all the chemicals that they use in order to clean it up, I'm just like blown away.
Yeah, me too. Those are cool.
They are, right?
Yeah, like old World War II lighter,
Exactly.
found in the
Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes. That's those, and those guys that do the Vespa that looks like completely like messed up. And actually, there was one that had a Russian World War II motorcycle, and it looked horrible. And man, did he like, and the way he restored it, it was filmed so beautifully. I could watch it again. Also, I've been talking for 2 hours. I'm never complete 2 hours on. And so eventually I came out of my bed completely unprepared, and people not doing their homeworks. And here we are talking binge watching, right?
Right?
Yes, I restored my own. No, I didn't restore my own bathroom. I built a whole bathroom from scratch, but that was because, well, there was a leak, so I had to open the whole floor, and so that's when I built the whole thing from scratch. The only where I needed help was a plumber, because if you mess that up, then you have a problem because you have concrete floors, right? So you're not going to mess that up. And for the rest, I did it all myself. Yeah, I built
Yeah,
any.
I love that kind of work.
Oh, me too. I'm okay. So the way that women have shoes and bags, I have my tools. I have a Makita, I have the Bosch. I obviously want the Waltham, but I can't afford it, guys. But I have my Makita, and my Makita is what Gucci is to most women.
Nice.
Yeah, serious. I put my own floor in. I do everything myself. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
That's
I've
hard to
always.
find nowadays.
Well, but I just love it because it's meditative. I get like furniture from the street and then I revamp it. Everything in my house is pretty much taken from the street and revamped. And people that come here, they don't believe it. But yeah, I always like to do that. Plus, try 25 years with agoraphobia. You learn a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And you have all the time in the world to do it. So yeah, upholstery, building, and that's also how I help my single neighbors. They're single moms, and so they cook for me, which I hate, and then I do their chores. But they're always simple stuff like hanging a lamp and a shelf, and I'm like, okay, that's not a challenge, but I do it anyway for them because they really make nice banana bread for me.
Heck yeah. You can't go wrong with banana bread.
Nope. And then my neighbor, she's like, "I got new curtains. Can you hang there for me?" Sure. And if I'm sick or whatever, she's here and she makes my food. So that's a good deal, you know.
That is a good deal.
If I find a guy, then I'm gonna be the one that's building the stuff. He can cook.
Well,
Well, actually, that
if
was always how it went. Because the best
right.
cooks in the world are men, so why shouldn't they be cooking? Right?
I I actually love to cook, but
Yeah, most men do. I like hate it with a passion, like literally. And the best cooks in the world are men. So why again are we in the kitchen cooking as women? Unless you really love it, you know. But I just don't. And so I build your floor. I put your floor in. I build your wall, but I just don't like to
right.
cook.
So, so how do you eat? If you,
Oh,
you
I
know,
eat a lot of raw. I have pizzas like from the deep freezer, and
right?
but or I eat just like raw because it's easy.
Do you get into any of the cooking shows?
Oh no, gosh, no. That's no. That's not my thing. I mean, if you don't like cooking, you're not gonna watch cooking shows either. But I like eating, so you know,
Right.
it's just that when I cook myself, then I'm not hungry anymore. So don't see the point there. Actually, Chef Matt should have his own show. Chef Matt, he is a cook, and we have to get that guy his own cooking show because really he knows it. He knows his stuff. I don't know if he's still there.
Yeah, he's still in the chat.
Yeah. I'm not totally wrong, Lazarus James. No, I'm not. I don't know what it's about, but found that a funny comment. No, cooking shows, really, that's torture for me. I want renovation, I want building, I want woodworking, I want, technical stuff. I love that. Chef Matt Fearless. He's a cook, obviously. He's called Chef Matt for a reason.
True.
Well, yeah, you can call other people chefs, but yeah.
Well, I like to design, especially like in AutoCAD or even SolidWorks with going 3D. But
You do?
well, yeah, I used to as a profession, but
I need
anymore.
to. I'm busy with my t-shirts for Teespring, and I can come up with anything. I just have my quotes, and now I need some designs and that are fitting for my channel. So there's your challenge.
That's actually where my nickname Suiterbug came from.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
actually, if you look at the little that's I call that my Phoenix tribal logo. Uh, the little logo in my circle there, the Suiterbug.
can you design my logo for my health website?
Ah, I suppose I would need to see, basically what you want.
Yeah, that would be cool. I should put a challenge in, so then everybody start designing so I can pick it out.
Heck yeah.
Well, yeah, that sounds so wrong.
There are some very creative people here in your chat.
Oh, actually, that doesn't sound wrong because whoever makes the best, I can use it. And so it's your logo I'm using.
That's right.
So that's kind of cool. Now I'm looking for a logo for my Awakening to Healing website. So
So you're creating a new website.
yes, well, that's where people can contact me to have sessions, counseling, where I do coaching, stuff like that, and also classes. So a bit like Nicole Frolic does, but then yeah,
Okay.
different stuff than she does, obviously.
I gotta
Patriot
get
Cooking Hour.
right. I got to get you in touch with a friend of mine, Jennifer.
What you
She's a
do?
life coach. She's a life coach now. She's been in the medical field for forever, but she's with all this COVID business and everything going on.
Yeah.
She just switched gears and now she's a life coach full time.
Well, that's what I do, a life coach, but I'm also tuning more into people with real like little problems, right?
Right.
Psychological problems, stuff like that, because well, that's where I'm good at, I guess.
So that's one of my goals is so start a trucking company, make a bunch of money there. But what do you do with the money besides just invest in property and stuff? But one of the things that I want to do is start I don't really want to call it a charity, but I suppose it could be. But I want to start a home for people, all these people that have been trafficked. They, they can't just be put back into society quite as easily as what people think because they
No,
need a lot of.
and I
They
think
need a
a lot will be needed as well because it's worldwide too, right? That
right.
is a very good idea. And I heard many people talking about, I want to do something. I want to do something. A lot of women that want to do something. I think that's a good idea because, I mean, there are enough people that want to be part of that.
Yeah, I think it would. Well, it also fills a need that I don't think is properly being addressed.
No, because there is just too little known yet for now, because obviously they have backup plans and all that, but at the end of the day, I think it is necessary because if you look what the current system is, when you look at foster system stuff like that, oh my gosh, that is like
Right.
terrible. But I definitely think that you can never go wrong there, I think.
I agree.
Hey, Nat Handy, good to see you. I didn't see you there before. So I gotta hang you up because we can talk here for 3 hours, but
Right?
yeah, it's I just hope that yeah, people enjoyed it anyway, and also for those that are gonna watch back, yeah, because it was a bit unexpected. I'm sitting here literally in my pajamas
Well,
with my
yeah,
hoodie.
I'll
I
send
could
you an
do.
email.
Yes, no, we're on there. We're on
Nice.
Discord as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so we can always talk there. And then contest for whoever designs. Can you design for me a logo for Awakening to Healing? That's what it's about. I have my colors are a bit like the gold in my logo here. It's just it's more towards beige yellow than gold. So and gray is in there, light grays, those kind of earthy colors. So think about it. Whoever can come up with something,
So you don't
right?
have, do you have the website yet?
I do, but I haven't put it up yet because not the text is not finished yet because I've been
Right, right.
seriously busy this week. But once I have that done, then I can put it up and then people can see it and then they can make an idea for a logo maybe because it wouldn't be fair to, right?
That's true.
To
Yeah.
just come up with that. Okay, fine. So I'm gonna finish the website and then I'm gonna do the contest for a logo. How about that? That
Perfect.
way everybody is part of it,
Absolutely. I agree.
right? I think that's the good idea. And then I'm gonna use that. Whoever makes the best, I'm gonna use that, and it will be all over the place then, from then on.
And it'll be crazy popular.
Well, let's hope so.
Right?
So yeah, I'm gonna hang you up and then we're gonna say goodbye here in the chat. Actually, we can do that anyway. So thank you to my mods. Thank you so much for being there, for supporting me, for calling in because I was really at a loss in the beginning. I was really still half asleep. And yes, it was not really a Q&A, but it was actually more fun than a Q&A. Q&A always sounds so, I don't know, weird. And yeah, thank you so much all for being there. And I hope to see you. Well, the premiere maybe on Saturday with the QHHC. So I will be there in the chat. It's not a live, but a pre-recorded. So check my Telegram where I will put it out, and I'll put it out on Discord, and I will put it out on my Gap and an up. So check that. And otherwise you can always watch whenever you want, obviously. And let's check out the Conspiracy Couch with Alara, because she's gonna go live soon now, right? Must
Yeah.
be in an hour or
Yeah. A little less than an hour.
in less than an hour. Okay, we gotta go. Thank you, Siddebuk, for being here. I'm gonna hang you up now, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks, Patricia.
Thanks for the talk.
We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.
So, everybody, thank you so much for being here. I love you all so much. Thank you for the donations. And I'm gonna see you guys on Monday for sure. Monday I'm live, and otherwise Saturday in the chat. Okay, Conspiracy Couch is 10:30, so that's in 20 minutes. Let's get over there and have some fun and call in over there because, they always like it. I'll talk to you soon, and peace out all.